Okay, TikTok, I really need your help here on this one. I'm a teacher. I teach 5th and 6th grade, and this morning, I don't know, somehow the concept of pronouns came up. And one of my students said, well, Miss Odell, did you even ask me my pronouns? And I was like, whoa, I hadn't actually asked him his pronouns, and I had called him a him, and I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I haven't actually asked you what your pronouns are. And what are they? And he said, Banana said, banana and rock. And I was like, dude, no, like, don't mess around with. I was actually really upset because I thought he was making fun of it. And in fact, I'm still pretty sure he was making fun of it. And, but they all agreed, no, like, you can choose anything. Banana, rock, if you want banana and rock to be a pronoun, banana and rock's a pronoun. Is it? TikTok, tell me.
Are you stupid or something?
First of all, I want to give a big shout out to that bass student who sounds like he just epically trolled his teacher. Bravo, kid. Nice job. Second of all, what does that say about our education system when the teacher doesn't know that banana and rock aren't pronouns? I'm a moron and I know that. Anyway, we're back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you're all having an amazing day. And I figured what better way to kick off the weekend than taking a trip right down into the belly of the beast, right into the depths of hell. So that is exactly where we're going in today's episode of Woke TikTok Fails.
TikTok is degenerate trash. Correct.
Everything woke turns to shit, okay?
Yeah, that's a true statement, and I hope that is exactly what happens to Budweiser. This is ridiculous. Over and over again, we see these huge corporations and big companies just pandering to this nonsense, and I mean, they're validating these people that live in the land of make-believe. For our blind subscribers and blind subscribers and people sitting way in the back, what we are looking at here is a Bud Light can, rainbows all over it. It says celebrate everyone's diversity, and it's got pronouns she, her, he, him, they, them, they, he. Then it's got all of these made-up words that we continue to see. Budweiser literally put a bunch of made-up words on the side of their can. For example, Z-Zir, Z-X-E-X-E-M, Zem, and then S-I-E-H-I-R. I've never even heard of those ones. Like,
yeah, I don't think so, Budweiser. Oh my God.
Unlike you blue-haired liberals, I don't have pronouns.
Listen, I don't want to sound mean here, but when companies do this nonsense, I wouldn't mind seeing Budweiser go broke. Get woke, go broke. I mean, that's how it goes. So, listen, I don't drink anymore. I got no dog in that fight, so sorry if that sounds cruel. Now, when I said in the beginning that this, we're going straight into the depths of hell, I meant it. This is, frightening. Roll the film.
Whenever a TERF is bothering me, I go into their DMs and I will send them the picture of my detached on the table from top surgery.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Where do we start? Wow. All right, so for those of you, that went kind of quickly, and there's a couple things said there, and one thing was kind of blanked out. So this person said they had top surgery. They obviously saved a piece of the top surgery, and they said whenever TERFs bother them online. So TERF is a trans exclusionary radical feminist trans exclusion, something like that. I don't know. They called Dave Chappelle that, so you know it's just a bunch of nonsense. And he's not even a feminist. Whatever. So whenever TERFs bother this person online, this person DMs them a picture of their, and the part that was blanked out, it rhymes with kitty, starts with a T. That's what this person just said. They send them a picture of their hacked up body parts. Like, okay, Shrek, whatever. Let's keep it moving. Jesus. All right, this next one, this dude gets creative, and every time, instead of saying white, because they're talking about white people, they just hold up a white piece of paper. So if you're wondering what's going on here, it takes a minute to decipher. Every time the person goes with a white piece of paper, they're saying white. All right, got it? Good. Roll the film.
I don't really believe that you could be a non-binary. Something about it doesn't make sense to me. How are you going to be a non-binary, but it's people who invented the gender binary, it's people who uphold the gender binary, it's people who spread the gender binary around the world to justify the oppression of Black and brown people globally. It's something about that just doesn't make sense. Like, how are people going to opt out of the gender binary? Meanwhile, we're seeing cis Black women being pushed out of, sporting events and stuff like that because their testosterone is too high. But we get to have people who the gender binary has done nothing but serve tell us that they want to opt out, and they're not dismantling the gender binary. It don't make sense.
It's a man, baby!
I thought she was a man. She is rather mannish. If that is a woman, it does look like she was beaten with an ugly stick.
Oh boy, it's amazing to me that Urkel can sit here with and talk about white people this and white people that. And I didn't really understand what he was saying, but imagine if a white person sat down there and did that about Black. Can you imagine the blowback? Can you imagine? Oh, let's keep it moving. These next two clips, they show that these commies hate the American flag. They don't want to pledge allegiance to the American flag. They've got a couple of flags that they want to pledge their allegiance to. But before we get into it, I got to give a few huge shout outs. And the reason why these shout outs are so important to me is because they're important to keeping this channel, this community alive. You look at the video views in the past month, YouTube's just stuffing it, making sure we don't get anywhere over 2,000 or 3,000 views, 3,000 or 4,000. Well, before we get 10, 12, 15, 20,000 views, people have sent me messages saying they can no longer comment on the videos, that the videos aren't showing up. There's shadow banning going on for some people. It's ridiculous. So this is very important to me. So I really appreciate it. First off, I want to give a huge shout out to David, John Moxley, Skip, and Heather Hatch for sending some super thanks in the past couple videos. Thank you guys. Also, David, John, Moxley, Skip, and the deplorable veteran for joining the channel membership down below. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And also, we have two sponsors today. Two sponsors for today's video. First sponsor of today's video is being brought to us by, once again, Thomas Oakes, the Apex Professor. Now, Thomas Oakes has a great program where he teaches financial literacy, entrepreneurship, cryptocurrencies, NFTs. He teaches kids and parents how to identify online predators and avoid them. And he's got a great program, and I'm going to put a link to that in the description box down below. So if you have kids that you're going to be homeschooling, or you know somebody that's homeschooling their kids, I think this is a fantastic time. This is a fantastic idea. So Thomas Oakes, the Apex Professor, take a look at the link down below if you're interested in any of that stuff. It's a great program. I highly recommend it. Also, second sponsor, today's video is being brought to us by none other than Brett Hall. Brett's a great friend of the channel. Brett has a channel on the YouTubes. It's a phenomenal channel, fantastic. He's also got a podcast called Talkcast, which is linked up to that channel. I will link that in the description box below. Now, Brett's got the same exact sense of humor I do. Someone called it the National Lampoon sense of humor, just toilet humor. And he left me he always leaves me the funniest messages when he sponsors a video. It's kind of long, so I'm not going to read it, but it's just hilarious. He said, at the end, he signed his name, Brettina Fatina. Pronouns are pork, ham, pig, self. And that was on the video, the last video of the plus size TikTok fails. So Brad Hall, once again, thank you so much. Link to his awesome YouTube channel will be in the description box below. Go show him some love and support after this video. All right, what are these people pledging their allegiance to? Oh, by the way, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below. I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Roll the film, please.
I want to do something a little extra special, so everyone just put your hand in the air, and I want you guys to repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the drag of the United Queers of Iowa. And on this stage, in which we dance, one drag show. Under lights. With love and equality for all.
No offense, but it sounds like some fucking commie gobbledygook.
Pledge allegiance to the drag. Here we go again. Roll the film.
I have this giant pride flag in my classroom.
And I work at a school that's got a lot of homophobia. So every time somebody new comes into my classroom, they have this look of just utter confusion, and I live for it. It genuinely gives me life. So, thanks for that. Pledge allegiance to the pride flag. So I made a video before about the pride flag in my classroom. There he is, big guy. But I also have a bunch of tiny, smaller pride flags in my room as well. And today my kids were asking me about them, specifically about the ACE one. And when I was explaining what it meant, one of my students, I think, discovered their identity today. And that to me is the biggest argument in favor of having things like this in classrooms, because for a lot of students, this is their only exposure to this kind of stuff where they feel safe enough to explore and ask questions.
It's really messed up. Super gay.
You guys heard it. I pledge allegiance to the pride flag. And these are the same people. Should I be generalizing? Yeah, yes, I should. Because they all say it. They all look the same and they all say the same thing. They hate the United States. They hate the American flag. Keep it moving. All right, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up after this one. So if you made it this far, give yourselves a round of applause, a pat on the back. You guys know I can't do this alone. So thank you so much for trudging ahead with me. I know sometimes this stuff's hard to get through. But it's important. It's important that we get this stuff out there so people can see what's really going on inside the classrooms everywhere. People can see all of us here, we're on the front lines of this crazy culture war. So got to keep spreading the truth here. All right. This is a teacher. Shocking, I know. She seems unstable at best. Drops a lot of F-bombs that I'm going to try to control a little bit here. All right, so someone commented, as long as you're teaching reading, science, math, and not feelings. Oh, she don't like that comment. Roll the film, please.
Yeah, see, it's not that cut and dry anymore because parents like you say, don't bring your feelings into it. Fuck off. We're not bringing our feelings into it. You are. You are. Book that the reading teacher picked. Oh, you can't teach that book to any kids now. Pull that off the shelves. That's you. That's your feelings. Or when I would teach in science, the Big Bang Theory, and I get pushback because I didn't teach creationism. That wasn't my feelings. That was their feelings. I can't teach Big Bang Theory without teaching creationism. Go to church. Fuck. That wasn't my job. All right? That's not my feelings. I'm teaching scientific fact, and yet I'm getting parents pushing back on climate change, evolution, the Big Bang Theory. That's your feelings, not mine. Your feelings. Because you're worried I'm indoctrinating them. No, I'm educating them. Yeah.
He's an angry elf.
What a bitch.
Yes. That's a school teacher that teaches children. Swinging at the fences, ready to snap at the drop of a dime, teaching children. That's healthy. Anyway, all right, guys, we're going to wrap it up. So, once again, thank you so much. You guys are the greatest community on the YouTubes. That's not, I'm not being hyperbolic there. I'm not exaggerating. You guys are the greatest. So, I'm going to end this on a clip. I like playing these at the end lately. And I don't know if you guys watch Fleckus Talks podcast. If you don't, I recommend it. It's great. He has these segments called, Societal Decay. Or he's got these segments where he shows a lot of these same clips or similar clips too. I can't remember, but I think it's great that he does it. Super funny podcast, Fleckus Talks. But so we'll call this our societal decay section. So we're gonna wrap it up here. I'll shut up. Thank you guys so much. Listen, be careful out there. Things are getting crazy. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time. Love you guys. Peace.
You need to calm down. When I get up, I'm gonna your ass up, partner. That's right.
Our diversity is our strength.
And I say to them, our diversity is our strength.
Our diversity, it is still and always will be one
of our greatest strengths.
Our diversity is one of our greatest strengths.
That when all of God's children come together, we're going to show you that our diversity is our strength.
We share an innate understanding that our diversity is an enormous strength.
And you ain't black. Chocolate chip.